Welcome to yet another erotic episode of Equip from the 80s.
Oh no. We're terribly backlit. We're sorry.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, back again for more 80s goodness. And this is the second half of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles discussion.
Yes.
Turtles turned 40 this year.
Me too.
No, you didn't. Did you?
No.
No. No, but the Turtles turned 40, 1984. Oh my goodness. Casey and I talked about that in part one. We went through our memories. And as you saw, right from the get-go, I said that this was a part one because I knew I wanted to talk to Miss Nichole about her turtle memories. She's a big turtle fan, and she's got her own sort of love and magic and passion and perspective of the turtles scene. and of course, talk to her about it. So it's a part two.
Part two. And I feel like a real jerk because I meant to watch part one.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
Most people on our channel didn't either.
That's all right.
But that's okay.
Casey's a big draw, though.
No, he's not.
Oh.
But the Turtles should have been.
Oh, yes, the Turtles.
I don't know why. You guys love the 80s. We've got almost, we got over 3,000 subscribers.
Start watching.
It's very bizarre. Who sees what videos? It's all the algorithms, really. And I guess Turtles just wasn't cutting it.
So let's do another, shall we?
40th anniversary. Wow. All right. So you heard from me. You heard from Casey. So let's hear from Nichole. Nichole, I've known Nichole since 2005. She's a part of the movie. She's a part of the gang. She shows up to the Saturday morning sleepovers, which we've talked about ad nauseum on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
But Turtles seems to be a real sexual awakening for you. So let's, why don't we talk about you and the Turtles?
Okay. It was one of my first loves. I mean, as far as like toys that I wanted as a kid, it was always Turtles. I brought some stuff here with me. So I really liked the show. I liked all the action figures. I have some books. I had like one issue of the comic when I was like 4 or 5. It wasn't something that I was like, I don't know, I was 5. Like, my parents just didn't buy a lot of comics for me back then.
All right, so let's get that out of the way. I'm a 77 baby. So Turtles came to me at a very different time. What are you?
83. You're
an 83 baby. So it's going to be different. I would assume, when did it really hit you? Was it like early 90s? The comic started in 84, the cartoon started in 88. Well, technically 87, and then full on in 88. And then the toys, and it went forever.
Yeah, so it would have been probably 88 then.
All right.
That I was into it. It was like
late 80s going into the 90s.
Yeah,
you were Turtle Power. It was
oh yeah, big time. I played the video games as well. I played so growing up it was me and my sister, and we were in like an in-law apartment of this bigger house with 2 boys about our age. So there was 4 of us, so that's perfect. So I was always, when we played Ninja Turtles in the backyard, I was always Michelangelo. Which one were you?
I mean, I didn't care.
I did.
Obviously Michelangelo was the
The party dude.
was the you know, it was, I guess, would have appealed to me more because of how goofy and outrageous he was. But for some reason, I did gravitate towards Donatello a lot. I don't know why. I even called one of my cats growing up Donatello. I don't know why. I certainly wasn't the brainy or, you know, tech savvy. I was much more a Michelangelo, but I don't know.
think my sister Fawn, I think she was usually Donatello when we played in the yard. However, when it came to the video games, who did you pick? I was always Leonardo.
Again, it didn't matter. I mean, I used Donatello a lot.
He was the slowest one, though.
I seem to do okay, you know?
I think in that, Fawn was always either Donatello or Raphael, but I was always in the yard, Michelangelo, on the video games, Leonardo. Always.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever deviated from that. I like to find a groove and wear it out, I guess.
Sweet.
Yeah, but so I brought some of my Ninja Turtles. I went over to my mom's house and I dug through whatever I could, and I found a bunch of old stuff. So
it looks like you got a nice little mix.
Let's start with the new. Let's start with the new, because some of this for my birthday, because I also just turned 40. No, I turned 41. And Chris got me some Ninja Turtle stuff, among some other things. So he tossed these in there from Oh, I Had That. So we got these little guys.
Yeah, Oh, I Had That. Check him out. He's been on the show a lot. He's on Instagram. He's all the social medias. Oh, I Had That.
He's got a lot of good stuff.
He's magic.
So you also gave me something that brought me to tears. It was these, because honestly, I completely forgot about these. I had so many of them as a kid, and like looking through these again, I just got chills when I looked at them again. It transported me back to that little apartment when I was, 4 and 5, and just like obsessed with, you have like the little stuff on the back here, but you've got all this, and always a sticker. But just these cards. I had a bunch of these, and it was just this complete flashback that I wasn't expecting. I got very emotional, and I was like in tears. It's a little embarrassing.
No way.
But what a gift. I loved it. And then Chris also got me these ones.
The re-releases, guys.
Yes.
So, we talked about that in the last one, that Playmates have been re-releasing the original line of the Turtle toys.
Yeah, let's show the back. Oh no, there's glare. There we go.
It's okay.
All right. So that's the newer stuff. I'm gonna work. I don't know what year these are from.
I think that's 2003, 2004.
Yeah. It had to have been after 2005.
Well, here, let's see what it says back here.
Well, I got
2002.
Okay, well, I got these after 2005 anyway.
Okay.
Because Carrie, who's been on the show, Carrie got these for me for like a birthday or Christmas or something way back when. So these have just been chilling. I really like these. These came from KB Toys. When did they go out of business?
I don't know. It was a sad day, because I have to be honest, like, maybe I've talked about this before, but so, growing up in Wellsville, there was no Toys R Us. I didn't have Toys R Us. You've always lived in Rochester, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever really been in a Toys R Us, though.
Oh, interesting. Well, so...
KB Toys, though.
Yeah, so
Eastview Mall.
KB Toys was the closest big toy store to us in Olean, New York, which is, 30 minutes away from Wellsville. And that they had the big mall. That's where their Hills department store was, and, the big multiplex at the time. So KB was the toy store. So I have much more affection and affinity for KB than I do Toys R Us. I didn't actually step inside a Toys R Us until probably I was 14 years old, and it was a trip to Rochester that we all took.
Wait, which one was in Eastview? Do you know? Was that KB or Toys R Us?
Oh, it would have been KB.
Okay.
It would have been KB because
Toys R Us wasn't
it. Toys R Us was its own huge building.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I've ever been.
So they had two here in Rochester.
Probably Henrietta, I could picture.
One was Henrietta, and one was...
Like Greece?
Oh, wait, yes. Gates, Greece, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Nailed it.
It was out near the mall. The Greece Ridge.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I figured. Yeah,
and that's the last one that closed here in Rochester.
I grew up in the stick. I'm like 30 minutes east of Rochester. So, yeah, we went to Eastview in Victor, where there was a KB.
KB was magic.
Yeah. All right. What else do I have here? Got some books. Did you have any of these?
I'm sure I did. But this is from your childhood.
Yes, these are from my childhood.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I never ever get rid of those.
No. So I've got these. Oh, you know what? No, I think they're in here somewhere. I've got a bunch of stuff to go through. Yeah, I don't know if
they've seen better days.
Yeah, you can see how dirty they are. Well loved for sure. Oh yeah, that one's nice. Yeah. Fun stuff. So here's some more titles. And those, I think that's all that I showed you already. I have this Turtle Power, the unauthorized history of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's got some trivia games in there. It's just here's the Nintendo game.
Yeah, the original. My favorite. So I've got like, I don't know, I got a couple. I love Bionic Commando, but I would say my top favorite Nintendo game is Turtles 2 Arcade. I fucking love it. It's still magic to this day. Oh yeah, so this is like the making of the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
Shot in 1989, released in 1990, and became the biggest independent film of all time at the time.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It made $100 million. And it was independently produced through New Line Cinema, Golden Harvest, and the Jim Henson Company.
So here's that original comic. I had one. Maybe it's still at my mom's house somewhere, but
this is actually pretty freaking cool. You should, man. Yeah, we should.
We should flip through while we are directly filming it instead of trying to awkwardly hold it in front of it.
Well, I'm saying like this type of stuff you should probably have. I would
laminate it.
I would get some board and plastic and put it away like people like comic book collectors and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would protect this shit. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this. So this is something that I would probably knock you out and steal.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
during the show or after.
I'll give him some
play it by ear. All right.
Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, 1990. So this is right when the movie came out. Huge. I mean, the Turtle Power was in full effect for sure.
Do you want to go through this trivia quiz?
I mean, we can try it.
All right. Where do the turtles live? I mean, this is easy.
Detroit.
Yep. The sewers of New York City. How did they get their names?
Because Splinter,
yes,
was all about the artists.
The Italian artists, yes. Who's the unofficial leader of the group?
Leonardo.
Yes. All right. Which turtle is the jokester? Obviously Michelangelo. Which one is the master handyman who can fix anything?
Ronatello.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one. All right. Who's the most intense of the four turtles?
Raphael.
What kind of animal is Splinter? He's a rat. Who is Splinter's enemy? The evil ninja who wants to control the world.
I mean, so the Foot or Shredder?
Yeah,
I mean,
Shredder.
okay.
What do the turtles hate to have on their pizzas?
Anchovies?
Yes. Which turtle does a James Cagney imitation?
Michelangelo.
Yes. All right. In the movie, which turtle has the voice of Corey Feldman?
Donatello.
Yes. Which of the turtles uses the ninja weapon Sai?
Raphael.
Yes. All right. In the movie, when Splinter is taken by the Shredder, which turtle was able to concentrate and hear his master's voice?
Leonardo.
Yes. All right. Which of the turtles' friends used to be a professional hockey player?
Casey Jones. I mean,
Yes. What is the name of the turtles' housekeeper?
Juan John Von Radkill.
That's the one.
The turtle's housekeeper?
Yes.
Just in general?
I don't know. I actually didn't know this
Who
one.
the hell's the...
Metalhead.
Oh. Alright, so you gotta really, like, be in love with that cartoon. You gotta know everything back and forth.
That's all right.
Or the comics.
All right. Here's another page, just for good measure. And then... No, I'm just kidding. I'll set that very carefully right there.
Yeah, we gotta board and bag that. That's
I also had at least a couple of these. I believe I had one in red. Did you have any of these?
No, I didn't have a turtle one.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
This is just a demonstration of further like how obsessed I was. When I was 7, I got a Ninja Turtles camera. It was 110 film. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Anyway, had a Ninja Turtle on it. I think Leonardo. But my mom was very upset to find out that when we got the film back, there was also that little guy right in the corner there. She was like, what the heck? I thought it was just a decoration of the camera itself, not something on the film. Yeah. So we
funny.
Because we went to Disney World, so this is in Florida. We went to Disney World, and yes, that's me. And all my Disney photos came back with that in the corner, sometimes very much in the way. So do you want to play with some?
So she's got, these are her originals, guys. So these are some heavy hitters right here. Look at this.
Yep, Mondo Gecko.
Mondo Gecko, once again, this is like some stuff that I would like to knock her out and put into my collection.
So some of the stuff, it's got to be somewhere at my mom's. I feel like we never threw any of our toys out.
She had a fetish for stumps. So she liked to stump all of her toys.
Oh no, it's true. Oh no, and my bestiality stump fetish.
It just shows you, though, but you played the hell out of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you had a fetish for, stumps and naked rats.
Yeah, the red piece of felt that came with him.
Yeah. Look at, man. Righteous.
Yes, I had a lot of Michelangelo. So, yeah, that's for him. This glows in the dark.
Fun.
I remember it came with some ooze. Extend the legs out. Whoa.
Yeah, so, as you toy hounds know, the farther the line got, the more ridiculous the caricatures and weird shit Playmates would do with their...
Oh, I forgot. This was for the wrestler. Yeah. So I remember when I was a kid, our neighbors, I can't remember if they did tattoos out of their house or they were just like covered in tattoos anyway. And they knew I loved the Ninja Turtles. And there was a character, he was like a sumo wrestler or something. This big fat guy, and he came with like temporary tattoos or like just stickers you could stick on him as his tattoos. So that's what they gave me. I thought it was very fitting. Is that yours that got in, or was this mine?
That was in there. Yeah, I have
What
no
is
idea
this?
what that is. No idea. Another stump.
Another stump. So, all right, this guy and this guy. These were the talking turtles. Do you remember them? They came with a strip. Yeah, and they would say something.
But again, I was done collecting turtles at this point.
Yes.
When all this goofy shit came out. I want to say it's turtles.
It's not. I don't think it's turtles. There's also a red one that's very similar to that was fawns. I always really liked her, but I don't know. She just was in here, I guess.
Maybe it's not. Who the hell knows? I don't know what this is, guys.
Yeah, can anybody help identify this?
Who the fuck is this chick?
Also this.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
What is this?
Does this have a... Oh, let's see.
That was the most old man thing I think I've seen you do.
Oh, this is a, well, it's McD-core, so it could be a McDonald's toy, but it's from Saban, 1999, so it could be like a, it could be a Power Rangers villain, or, I have no idea. Guys, again,
Someone Google it. Made in China, if that helps. Oh yeah, it says McD Corp. Yeah. Some kind of McDonald's thing.
No idea.
Alright, so what else do I have? Oh, just
Are those
Pez
original
dispensers.
Pez? They look like it.
Yes, original Pez dispensers. Did we go through everything already?
Yeah, I think so.
It was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be more. Like I can picture more clearly, and yeah, everything kind of fits neatly into that one little thing. There's more that's got to be in a box or something at my mom's house, stashed in a closet. And a lot of these things.
Maybe some arms.
Probably some arms. I hope so. If anybody has an arm fetish to complement my stump fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So, interesting. With all of your tattoos, I'm surprised you don't have a turtles tattoo.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It seems like something that you would want to adorn your body with. Your love of the...
Let's get matching turtle tattoos.
Oh, I don't love turtles that much.
You've already got that huge Ninja Turtles back piece.
Yeah. I have the turtles tattooed on my weenus. The head is one of the turtles, and then so the neck, when it grows, it's like it's coming out of its shell. It's pretty wild.
Yes. Where's Splinter? He's on the paint.
Sure.
Yeah. So, what else do we talk about with the turtles?
I don't know. You're the...
Yeah,
You love
watched
it,
the show a lot. We had some of the VHS tapes. Yeah. I don't know. I just played the video game Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo. I played that at a tattoo shop, actually. Counterspell Tattoo in Rochester, New York. He has an arcade thing in there. And you can play all kinds of games on his arcade, and that was one of them. And I had not played that since I was a kid, Fawn and I used to play that to death.
Turtles in Time.
Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Yeah, it's a good one. It wasn't my favorite.
Which one was your favorite?
I told you. Maybe you weren't listening.
I don't think I was. Oh yeah. You did say that.
This, I showed it last time, I believe, but this is my favorite. And it's like, I mean, it's almost my favorite Nintendo game ever. You know, this kind of blew me away. So.
Let me see that.
I still love it.
Yeah, I did like it.
I got this as a Christmas gift from
me,
my wife.
Oh.
I don't know, 9 years ago maybe. But it's got everything in it. It still has,
Wow. This is cool.
But it's still got the get a free personal pan pizza.
That's awesome.
It still has everything in there. It had not been played.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
For it to be in the original box too.
Yeah, and it's still got the styrofoam down there.
How did it last, I wonder?
I don't know.
Amazing.
Somebody, it must have been stock, or somebody took really good care of it, or just bought it and didn't do anything with it. I don't know.
I have some of my original Nintendo games, but like not in the box like that at all.
And this is the show. I don't know.
Yes. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Should you show the audience so they know?
They probably don't.
They probably know, but.
Cartoon.
Whoa.
Every season. The original run.
So, my husband, Joe, was just talking about how good the theme song was to that show. He's like, no matter how many times you see it, it just gets you pumped up every time. And at the last Saturday morning sleepover, when you played that, I was like, I don't know, just in heaven. I think Carrie snapped a picture of me, or a video of me, just watching. I mean, I felt like a little kid again, because that's what those things are for. And I was sitting there like dancing to the theme song and everything. I was just
that was a request of yours. So like sometimes.
Oh, because my birthday.
Yes. Also Silverhawks.
Yes,
you had me put on, which it was better than I remember.
Yeah.
And I put on the first episode of Silverhawks, and yeah, it's pretty good, and it makes me want to sort of track down that show. I did watch Silverhawks, but to me, Thundercats was always better. The same company, Rankin and Bass, made those shows. And I had like a few of the Silverhawks toys, but I wasn't like a big, I didn't really collect them that much.
You had, or you have currently?
I had.
Oh, you don't have them now?
No.
Which ones did you have?
Beats me.
Oh.
I just know I had some.
Yeah. You have the lunchbox.
I do, thanks to you.
Yes. I have my original lunchbox that I had from when I was a kid with that. But we're sidetracking now into Silverhawks.
That's okay. Well, what I wanted to say about Saturday Morning Sleepover is usually, I normally don't put shows like Turtles on there.
Or cartoons, really, in general.
And the only reason is I try to stay away from properties that are still going. You know what I mean? It's still so in the public.
Mm.
Turtles never went away. From 1984 to now, there's always been some iteration of the Turtles. It's not like He-Man or, G.I. Joe or fucking Silverhawks or any of that stuff. Like, those shows hit big, went away.
They lived and died in that time.
And then there's like a current resurgence, But Turtles... So that's honestly the reason I never really like programmed Turtles, but I certainly can, and seeing the joy, that it brought people. But I guess because I find that you can get Turtles stuff so readily. It's readily available if you really wanted to check it out. So, whereas something like Free Spirit, do yourself some favor and check out Free Spirit. If you want to see a weird fucking 80s show.
I keep meaning to look up more of those.
Yeah, there's only 13 episodes.
Do you have them all?
I have a good portion of them that I will dole out on the Saturday morning sleepover, you know what I mean?
Okay. Here's my proposal. Free Spirit Day. Let's just have a marathon of all of them.
I don't know who would...
Once you get all of them. I will. Yeah. I'll show up.
Okay.
Maybe Carrie will show up, I bet.
Parker Lewis
will show up.
Day. No, I've thought about things like that, like, Saved by the Bell Day and things, a very specific day.
So Parker Lewis had 4 seasons, was it? Or was it 3?
See, it's 3 seasons, but it felt like 4. It lasted, I want to say 4 years, but it was 3 seasons, something like that.
Yeah, so I have season 1, and then I think
2,
one of them is... Like,
2 is
one of them is
so
hard
fucking...
to find.
Yes. 2 is so hard to find, and
then 3
I'm stupid, because when I had 2, when it originally came to DVD, I bought 2, and then I ended up selling both of them. And then recently getting 1 back, and then not being able to get 2 because it's so expensive. And then they never did 3. That never came to physical media.
I thought it did.
Season 3?
Yeah, I could have sworn that I saw 1 and 3, but then 2 was like stupid expensive.
I don't know if they did 3. If they did 3, I don't know why I don't own it.
Should we pause the video and look it up?
No.
Okay.
But
should we look it up while the audience...
Anyway, that has nothing to do with Turtles. But, I was talking about the Saturday morning sleepover, and, because you can sort of... You can easily pick a lot of stuff from the 80s that were extremely popular, and a lot of them are still popular to this day. So Transformers is the same thing. It never went away. There was always a different iteration of it. So I don't know. I like, Give Me a Break with Nell Carter. That's that. That's that time. Who's the Boss was that time.
And Free Spirit. Might get a resurgence.
No. Free Spirit was that few months that it lasted. But yeah, Turtles is huge. Turtles is still. It's huge.
You can
now.
buy stuff in Walmart. You can buy turtle pajama.
There was the new animated Turtles movie that came out last year, which was phenomenal. Actually, I really love it. They're doing a new live action turtle movie based on The Last Ronin, which is an amazing comic book. It's very gritty and dark. I don't know how you'd feel about that, but it's because The Last Ronin is this awesome. The original Eastman and Laird came back together to do a new comic, and it's 3 of the turtles are dead.
Oh no!
And one of them has to go and take revenge. Okay. And it's like in the future. It's Shredder's kid who ended up killing him, and it's wild. It's fun. And so they're turning that into a live action movie, which is mind blowing.
Uncle Phil's kid.
There's more. Yeah, there's more Turtles games coming. Turtles isn't going away. Not now. There's a new animated show that's based off of the new animated movie that's coming out. It's...
I'm not up on any of that, so I'm glad you are.
I think you would like it. I think you would like
that
new movie. It's really fun.
I'll check it out.
Really fun.
It's out. I can stream it right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
All right. Should we turn this off and stream it?
No.
Oh.
But
we
Yeah.
could stream it.
I
while
did
the
want to
audience
talk to
watches.
you, and I just wanted to say this maybe to the audience as well, because you brought it up, and I've been going through this recently, where something will trigger a heavy emotion, right? And it's usually something from the past. I am somebody who doesn't have any problem, obviously,
Crying.
with nostalgia.
Yes.
There's a lot of people out there who think that term is evil, you know. Don't stop living in the past, live in the now, you know, all that type of thing. Nostalgia is, it can be dangerous and blah 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 blah. Like, I don't believe that. I want it all the time, but you know, this happened. Maybe 7 years ago now, when I rediscovered the Mask line, and it was me searching for stuff for Saturday morning sleepover.
Like Rocky Dennis.
No. Yes, I cried at Rocky. Eric Stoltz's performance.
And Cher.
No, the Mask line,
Yes.
which there's a video on here. You guys can check it out. It's many moons ago, but you know, so starting that Saturday morning sleepover thing, it was really fun and exciting, and knowing what I wanted to do with the event, I'm going down rabbit holes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding things that I grew up with and that I enjoyed and that I would probably still enjoy to this day. So that a Mask commercial pops up. And when I see this Mask commercial, I suddenly realize that I have tears like streaming down my face. And because it's like, it's hitting me hard. Like, holy shit, this is something that was a huge part of my life as a kid. And I hadn't thought about Mask, you know, in so long. Regardless of me being like this 80s loving nostalgia warrior dude, like, Mask was just one of those lines that I hadn't really thought about in a while.
Even though you have like all that stuff up there.
Well, it was after that fucking commercial that I was like, I want my Mask back, you know. But
should you show the shelf?
No, they
another time.
I'm sure they're tired
Sorry,
of fucking
viewers.
Mask love. But and so throughout the years, I have those moments where something hits me, and I am immediately like just transported back to the 80s and my childhood. And, you know, obviously I thought about it, of course, when you were crying in my theater room at those cards.
Sobbing.
But because I think about times where, like, you know, a song from the 80s that I haven't heard from in a while will hit me and I'll start tearing up and I'll be like, man. But recently, a couple times recently, smells will take me back. So usually if there's freshly cut grass, I get this hit of being at my friend Nathan's house in the 80s. His father is mowing the lawn and we're playing Voltron out on the lawn, right? And we have the Voltron toys and everything, and it recently happened. Somebody was mowing their lawn outside, and I got that whiff, exactly what Nathan's lawn smelled like. And I just started like weeping. It's just like, oh my God, like, what a fun time. And yeah, just that shit is so, to me, that's amazing and that's important and fun. And I love that feeling because it connects me with a better time, you know? And then I have this thought in my head, like, why isn't it still like that? You know, like, not that I don't have these memories of things that happened, you know, in the fucking present and things like that, but something about when we grew up, where we were as kids, the time period, the pop culture, the things that we had, the memories that we had, the people that we were around, it's very different, and it's really strong, and it's powerful. And I enjoy things like that. And I think some people find they want to poo-poo that nostalgia thing, but I embrace it.
I've had the same thing with scents before. There was like a chapstick that I smelled one time, and I was like, oh, like all these memories. Like, I don't know what the toys were, but I can picture them, getting these toys for Christmas. And I remember there was like a kangaroo pouch kind of a thing in front of them, and my mom put this chapstick in there so that it was like directly this memory, just with this scent of a chapstick or whatever that I hadn't smelled since then, pretty much. Fresh cut grass does sometimes bring me back to that same house when I was 4 or 5 with the 2 little boys next door. Even though I've smelled fresh cut grass 1,000 times in my life, there's some times where it hits, it's like the temperature is perfect. Something about it is so...
It doesn't happen every time. But this was a smell. It was that smell, and it fucking... I was like, oh my God, Nathan, Voltron, And I loved it. And I had a huge smile on my face, and I had tears in my eyes, and I was like, this fucking, oh my God. Like, I loved it.
There's a song that does that for me, with A Memory With You.
Will do it for me for sure.
There's a song...
Was it Titty Taco?
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
No, it's Story of Our Lives by the Cold War Kids that played at the end of Bill and Ted 3. And when I hear that, I think of like I almost get choked up just thinking about like how much fun it was to go to your home theater and have a marathon of all 3 of the Bill and Ted movies. And very fond memories. So thanks for building that. But every time I hear that song, it's such a good song too, just in general. And then sometimes it just hits me and I'm like, oh, I remember being there in the theater and watching that movie. Wonderful. Yeah.
Memories. Those are good too. So that's it.
That's the one.
Turtles. Ooh, I did want to show these off. This was fun. Sometimes I do like these hauls, things that I either picked up or were sent to me in video. So
this is cool.
I don't know if... So during... I can't remember. I don't think I showed this yet, but during my Grails video, things that I still wanted from my childhood, I mentioned this. This was something that I had, and I ran around all the time thinking I was Michael Jackson, and this microphone. And I talk about it from LJN, and then super fan Mike, Dynamike Tiger, my man, he sends this to me. It's still in box.
So cool.
This is the one I had, and I loved. And then with it, from the exact same time, he sends me an unused Michael Jackson notepad, the button, and a tapestry from back then from Kmart. Rock art tapestry. Which I am going to be putting in the background of a bedroom for Wellsville Nights.
Ooh, I'm so excited about that.
But isn't that sweet? Like all this Michael Jackson swag. I mean, actually, it's all probably going to go in the background of these shots because this is vintage good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I have already obviously talked to Mike, but this was another one of those things where it hit, as soon as I opened the box and saw this thing, I was just like, oh my gosh, nostalgia like takeover. It just is like, whoa, it just comes over you like Peter North's mighty geyser.
So, speaking of nostalgia again, did you have an Ames in Wellsville?
Yes,
you
we did. Yeah.
So, did you hear
that's
that
where
Ames is coming back?
See,
There's 35 stores that are going to reopen.
That's really cool.
Wait, in Macedon, there is West Wing Plaza, and there was like we always just called it the Ames Plaza because that was the big store there that took up half the plaza. And when Ames left, nothing ever went in there. It's just been an empty Ames ever since.
Like in Wellsville, the Ames Plaza is just empty.
And there's still other things in there. There's a single screen theater in there. They had, from what I heard, there were a lot of like roof issues. There was a lot of leaks, and this is why that half of the plaza just kind of died off. But somebody just bought that apparently and has been doing some work over there recently. So we're all very hopeful that the theater will come back, and it'll be cool to see Ames there again. I mean, what a blast from the past.
Yeah. In fact, Ames is where I got my turtle toys.
Yeah, me too. Because when you were talking about like things you want from your childhood, I was thinking back specifically to toys that I would look at Ames. And
I talk about this in the last episode, but that is the store, and Turtles was the first toy that I ever stole from.
Ooh, look at you. I don't know if I've ever stolen a toy.
Yeah, I did. I was a bad boy.
Because if I went to Ames, I generally went there with my mom, and I would have been way too scared.
Yeah, I just rode my bike and... Shame on me.
Daredevil. Right all the way at the side. There you go.
I don't know, because you're the center of attention.
Oh, okay.
You're the show.
Now 47 minutes in, shift over.
All right, so that's it, guys. We are done with this episode, part 2 of Turtles, with Nichole, and going down memory lane with all of you. Hope you enjoy.
So coming up eventually, we have to do that house episode.
Sure.
We'll get to it. We were supposed to do it like 2 Februarys ago.
I'm sure they're
waiting for it.
When are you going to talk about house?
Comment below if you want to see us talk about house. We did a brain scan one, right?
Yes, we did.
We did. Should we do another one? Because I have the tattoo now.
It's the 30th anniversary of Brain Scan.
I saw that.
And we did our 30th anniversary screening. Did you go to it? I don't think you did. Oh, yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I was there. Yes. I will never pass up viewing Brain Scan.
Yeah, it's great.
It is great.
There's actually a Brain Scan community out there, which is wild. And it's pretty fun. So thank you for enjoying that movie.
Yes. There's a great Instagram page. I think it's like Brain Scan Movie. And in the Instagram stories, they'll do like trivia.
Oh, I do.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So go and find them and follow them if you
They actually liked our...
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they, just a couple days ago, they liked our whole post from our screening.
Oh, nice.
When we were all together.
Oh, very cool.
And they posted it in their stories.
Oh, why didn't you send it to me? I guess I missed it. Yeah, whatever.
But yeah,
I sent them a picture of the tattoo when I got it, and they re-shared it there. That was nice of them.
Okay, Brain Scan.
Brain Scan and House. Comment below if you want to... We have to do the typical YouTube stuff, right? Hit that smash button and...
Yeah. Subscribe if you liked what you saw. Check out, there's a bunch of videos.
If you want to hate watch us, subscribe to do it, though.
Yeah.
And go fund Wellsville Nights.
Yeah, guys,
there's a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. We're trying to make the rest of my 80s teen parody soap opera show called Wellsville Nights. The GoFundMe. We want to be able to make... I mean, we have, 7 more episodes that are written. We shot the pilot a few years ago. We'd like to make at least another 3 or 4 episodes. Right now, we're about 2 episodes. We'll be able to shoot 2 episodes, but it'd be nice if we could do a couple more.
I'll be in episode 2, can we say?
Yes, you will. There,
Yes.
we just said it.
Yes, I just said it.
So
Check out Chris's
yeah,
OnlyFans. Got a lot of good feet pics.
I wish. Making hundreds.
Hold your feet up to the camera. Maybe you'll get some
My hobbit
donations.
feet. No, I don't think so. All right. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you again on a much more erotic episode of A Crib from the 80s.
Will I be there? We'll see.